Since America was established, the civil rights movement has transformed and evolved, uniting the black community to counter the biggest crime in human history, from Harriet Tubman to Malcolm X to the coveted Black Panther movement. But with social media, a new breed of freedom fighters would emerge. Out of this breed would arise one of the most charismatic, comedic, informed doctors ever seen in Pan-Africanism. But what happens when one enters a community, uplifting it with a unique set of skills that shine bright, but through time would turn into lust for attention?
Don't need that. I'm the superstar. You're the supporting cast. Play your damn role.
Constant thirst for money.
Donations. Donations.
And a slogan of business mixed with buffoonery.
And he was backing up from me. He said, He said, business before back shots. Business before back shots.
This is the story of how a doctor learned to monetize the truth, but not live by it.
She has an aquarium down there with every creature in the ocean.
Rallying a base while leading them to obscurity.
Look what it say. Look what Dr. Umar wrote to her. Grand Rising.
Naming himself every great title he can think of.
Can somebody explain this to the most requested black scholar in the world? Can somebody explain this to the most relevant Pan-Africanist in the Western Hemisphere since the right excellent, most honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey? The Prince of Pan-Africanism. Big Papa's in the house.
While avoiding the most important one of being a father.
My biological father is Dr. Umar.
This is the cap story of Dr. Umar Johnson.
YouTube can't save you, nigga.
From a young age in North Philadelphia, a distinct voice was being forged. Born in 1974, Umar Abdullah Johnson would rise from the city schools to become one of the most polarizing and instantly recognizable figures in Pan-Africanist activism. His academic journey took him from Scotland School for Veterans Children to Millersville University, where he earned 2 bachelor's degrees in psychology and political science. His credentials would later be cemented with a PhD in clinical psychology from the Philadelphia School of Osteopathic Medicine, establishing him as a certified school psychologist, becoming Dr. Umar Johnson. The scholar's name will begin to hold weight in the Black conscious sector, being showcased as a guest on the popular 2011 documentary, Hidden Colors.
A slave master is a slave master, whether he's controlling you in the interest of harm or controlling you in the interest of his own benefit.
Produced by Tariq Nasheed. The cap of consciousness recognition will begin on an ironic note from an endorsement of a man whose name would run parallel with his for years to come. He would maneuver from that and produce a book, The Special Education and ADHD Wars Against Black Boys, where he would shine a light on a dark space in American special education, highlighting how the system allegedly profits off intentionally misdiagnosing black boys for economic gain.
The issue is systemic. A lot of people speak of the problem being the parents, disinterested students, the influence of hip hop. And although all those factors are relevant, they're not primary. The primary reason why the young men are not learning is because the schools aren't designed to teach them, and the personnel necessary to reach them are simply not being hired.
Though he would be banned from some public forums, many more doors would open. The doctor, who acquired multiple degrees, began putting together his brand over the years with precision, utterly implementing the rule of 3 persuasion tactic, where you state something 3 times, making sure the strongest point is understood.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
He would take this debate with him on national tours. He would take this debate with him on national tours. He would take this debate with him on national tours, placing him toe-to-toe with some of the community's biggest debaters. The defining moment that would thrust Umar over the top would be his 2015 Breakfast Club interview, gaining over 1 million views in one day.
These children have disabilities. We cannot discriminate against them because they have disabilities, and thus special ed was created. However, it became a problem. Why? Because in predominantly African-American and Latino neighborhoods, special ed became a trash can, and is still used as a trash can, where Black and Latino boys are sent that the teachers don't want to be bothered with.
A new era for Umar would begin, where he would purposely and sometimes accidentally produce viral moments and some of the most hilarious quotes.
I see we got the Zest Fest in the building. We got the Zest Fest in the building. A grown man asking Dr. Umar to twerk, that's the zesty fest.
Making him a household name in the conscious community. His legacy was just beginning, but what he had planned next would truly be the beginning of his cat crusade. Before we go too far in this video, please do me one small favor and apply pressure to that subscribe button.
You gotta look up at every female you deal with. You gotta look up at every female you deal with. I know you hating. I'm 6'3". I'm 6'3". I look down at the queen's face. You gotta look up at your queen. Don't you ever speak my name in vain.
Abdullah would show an unorthodox level of passion that would create some of the most shocking moments in 2010's Black consciousness movement, as the case with a run-in he would have with SETI.
You should have never came for me, nigga. I never f with your little dirty broke ass anyway. Still living in your fucking mama house. What type of grown ass nigga going on 50 still living in his mama house? Look at my face when you talking to me. You the conscious Hulk Hogan? Papa Smurf? Motherfucker, you look like Tattoo from Fantasy Island with your stupid ass. You's a fucking nut. What platform you got? What platform you got? You's a dirty nigga.
Okay, I know how to run a profession. I don't need no minimum wage working ass out there to tell me how, and you up there sucking the Arab. You ain't even got the ability to buy a nice outfit to take your girlfriend out. You's a bum ass.
You the debate man, because you got to prove your manhood to yourself. I don't do debates, but I'm a debate your ass Friday night. Black Consciousness Friday night. YouTube can't save you, nigga.
His message of the country's education system in relation to black boys would gain him a following amongst the group that would eventually push him to the top, black single mothers.
My single mothers, I love y'all to death. Y'all doing a good job. Yeah. And I apologize on behalf of some of my brothers, but not most of them, who should be there helping you. Yes, sir. But some of y'all got to do a little bit better job. So some of you are baby-fying, feminizing your son by doing everything for him and not making him do nothing for himself. I walk into your house for therapy and you got 5 boys you raising, but you the one scrubbing the bathroom floor.
He would discover that they will be more willing to give up their finances similar to the church market, which continue to do the same thing today.
Talk to every woman online who feels like everything you love leaves.
Umar would discover a gold mine. He will become an honorary baby daddy to these women, but this will come at a price: donations.
Donations. Donations. Donations. Donations.
Umar would become a hungry monster looking to always get fed, but more was never enough, becoming a Galactus of online donations. But just getting random donations would not be as lucrative as it would be if they brought into a vision, which he would soon unveil.
I'm telling you now, I have plans that I cannot share with you right now because the haters will sabotage me. I have plans that I cannot share with you right now because the haters will sabotage me. I have plans that I will not share right now because the haters will sabotage me.
Dr. Umar had a vision that he wanted everybody to buy into, and they did. For the infamous school, the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey School for Men.
Our ancestors are happy today. They rejoice in heaven because we can now begin the process of psychological reconstruction, one African mind at a time. At the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy,
the concept was solid, but as with a pattern you'll see throughout this story, everything gets darker the deeper you go down the rabbit hole. The real reason Umar named it after Frederick Douglass is he claimed to be kin.
at the end of the day, you didn't think enough about your own people to marry a woman who looks like you.
Frederick Douglass.
Yes, sir, an ancestor of mine.
Which was Cap.
He calls himself a blood relative, which is a nebulous reference designed to make people think he is a descendant.
Early on, you can see the professionalism and humbleness of the doctor. But at some point, things would change. Suddenly, he became the Prince of Pan-Africanism and the king of all kinds of titles.
Consciousness. Can somebody explain this to the most requested black scholar in the world? Can somebody explain this to the most relevant Pan-Africanist in the Western Hemisphere?
When the arrogance set in, people began to ask themselves, is he even a doctor? Everything he would produce would circle around single black moms, need, and of course, the school. His most powerful slogan, even to this present day, would be, no snow bunnies. Black queens forever, snow bunnies never.
I was feeling so confident that my new shorts I just got this morning for work were like perfect. I'm like, the length is good, everything's great. I'm not gonna get in trouble. I don't know.
Let me say hi to the snow puppy. Come here. Black queens forever. Black queens forever. Come here. Black queens forever. Snow bunnies never, snow puppy. Black queens forever.
He wouldn't stop there. He would name every race of women after commodities where he would encourage, mostly to men, that they should stay away from.
No rice, no ice, no spice, no sand, no salsa. I'm gonna say it again.
His presence alone would excite a fan base of beautiful black women looking for a man to give them validation. He would take his messages to HBCUs and provide rhetoric that would outright shame any black man even thinking about anything other than a black woman.
Walk down the street with a white woman, he's telling the white world, I'm safe, I'm trustworthy, I'm acceptable. The white woman for the black man is a white surrender flag he holds up to the white power structure to say, I am buck broken and I'm here for to be taken. Can a black man genuinely love a white woman? No.
The extraordinary King Cap would box himself into a corner. The extraordinary King Cap would box himself into a corner. The extraordinary King Cap would box himself into a corner. Everything was fine and dandy as long as brothers was getting dragged. He built a rabid fan base of women that did not want to be corrected or challenged, and when they were, it was a violation.
R. Kelly is in jail because he didn't want to sell his masters to a certain music company. If he's wrong, he should do the time. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying he's only there because he broke the rules. Bill Cosby went to jail, not for molesting white women, but him and his wife didn't want to let the second largest oil company in the world drill under their home for oil. These people are not going to jail for sex crimes. They're going to jail for standing their ground. Puffy might be guilty, but that ain't why Puffy in jail. Puffy in jail because listen.
Evers College students, I want to apologize to you for your university canceling Dr. Umar's lecture yesterday. I was told that one of the YouTubian struggle streamers, Democratic Party plantation slaves, or Rainbow Gang warriors sent a very unfair and misrepresenting letter about Dr. Umar Ifatunde to the Mega Evers College. And as a result of that, administration decided to cancel the invitation.
Gaining a significant voice within black social media, the Cap of Kente would use it to get any advantage he could. Perfect example would be when the late great Kobe Bryant passed, he would quickly go online to expose those devils.
First they said 4 people died, then it was 5 people died, then it was 9 people died. And then they said it was a fire on board the helicopter. Then they said it was a fire beneath the helicopter. And now this morning, they're trying to blame it on the fog. They say it was too foggy for the pilot to take the helicopter. Anyway, if you see the video of the crash, which is a very heart-wrenching video to watch, I only saw it once, I don't even want to see it again. But when you see that video, fog had nothing to do with that accident.
The only problem is, the video he used wasn't even Kobe's helicopter.
Absolutely, I want to say it's not even a deep thing. You know, a lot of people look at Kobe Bryant as like an idea because they never met him, never been around him. So you just feel free to say what the fuck you want to say about him. That's my partner. I spent real time with dog. You see what I'm saying? So when you say the government killed him on the conspiracy, like, no, I know the pilot too.
Slip-ups and reaching for viral moments would still not stop Umar's progress, just make it bigger. He would find ways to turn turmoil into momentum, becoming a talking point for those looking to push inclusion with the white community instead of separation. The legendary boxer Mike Tyson will fall victim to this.
Who's need to have that thought? Who's need to have that opinion and make sure, man, and think that it counts?
Mentioning Umar as a potential notch on his belt for pushing his Snow Bunny Never mantra.
I guess he's a doctor, I don't know, man. I will say about him, he got some good, business approach ideas for black people. I can't slam him. He got some, good ideas.
Is he wealthy?
He's in Pan-Africanism. It is the Prince of Pan-Africanism, Dr. Umar Ifatunde.
The cap of consciousness would not hesitate to turn that into a potential way of getting more donations for the FDMG Academy.
They sent me a link of Iron Mike Tyson, who I respect, one of my favorite athletes of all time, speak with brother Freddie Gribbs. They were talking about white girls. And Mike Tyson, I love and respect you, but your comments were very, very...
Tyson, not knowing the character he was dealing with, wouldn't hear the last of Umar, who was willing to take any kind of ass whooping if it meant
donations. Let's do a friendly celebrity boxing match, 5 rounds, like you did with Roy Jones. Let's raise $2 million so we can renovate the entire Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. Maybe about 6 months or 9 months from now, we can get in the ring and do 5 rounds. I think I can last 5 rounds with Iron Mike. What do y'all think?
With every move he made, he would make the Academy name almost as popular as his own. You can't mention Dr. Umar without mentioning the FDMG Academy. Tariq became one of the first to point out Dr. Umar's theme of interracial dating would seem rather hypocritical to name a school after a man who fought his entire life for freedom, Frederick Douglass, who was famously married to a snow bunny.
A lot of folks don't know Frederick Douglass had a white wife, so yeah.
That is crazy!
You talk about bunny hopping, and your school is named after a dude who had a white wife.
All this money being collected for the school, people would ask for more transparency.
Saying, is it a negative question to want transparency? You see what I'm saying?
Bro,
just want to know what's going on.
What transparency are you talking about? We raised the money, we bought the school. What transparency are you talking about? We raised the money, the little bit left is going to repair. What transparency are you talking about? You think I'm going to put the school bank account on YouTube?
Well, of course not. Of course not.
On Twitter? You think I'm going to put the school bank account on Instagram? Watch your damn mind.
I think the school ain't open yet. You was 12 years old. No problem. Little ninja. I see you, little crusty ninja.
Soon we would see the cap of consciousness finally place on his real crown.
A church is a casino with Bibles. A casino is a church without Bibles. A church is a casino with Bibles.
Right message, wrong messenger would become a common theme with Umar.
Las Vegas, free games, what we got? What we got? Let's go, baby, let's go. We need $1 million for the Frederick Douglass High School, come on. Got a credit of $16.
No matter what hits Umar's image would take, it would always reset once he ran back to the arms of his most loyal base, the single black woman. At the time, there was another disrupting the joy created between the cap of Kente and black women. The ascension of this character was almost instant and monetarily lucrative, making the individual a millionaire within a short time frame.
Where would you rank yourself on the marketplace?
8.
Out of what, 100?
It would be none other than Kevin Samuels.
Okay, what is it? What we rating from 1 to 10?
If you, yeah.
Okay, 9.
Okay, have a good day.
The two were divine opposites.
You can hit the A gap like a motherfucker.
Yeah, all right. I accept
So don't
that.
come in here talk about what men should not be able to do when they got to accept somebody who can run out the power I.
Umar's stance would be to comfort single moms, which was the total opposite of Mr. Samuels, whose stance was to challenge their ways.
You don't get higher than your baby daddy.
What do you mean by that?
Meaning if your baby daddy is right here, ranked right here, that means this is your level.
12 beta males, YouTube life coaches, who are trying to build a platform by making black women feel bad. I don't like it.
Over the course of my shows, I've oftentimes had women call in and say, we don't like your tone. We don't like your tone. We don't like your tone.
I can't appreciate black men trying to make $1 off of making black women feel bad.
And I say, all right, if you don't like my tone, who does it better? And on 2 or 3 occasions, women have called in and said, like Dr. Umar Johnson.
And unfortunately, our black women, some of them are so thirsty for validation that they're participating in the attacks and slander against the black female community, and that's not acceptable.
I joked. And one time I made a clip. I was like, so you want me to talk to you like Dr. Umar Johnson? And I kind of did an impression of him. Talk to us more like Umar.
The Prince of Pan-Africanism. Big Papa's in the house. Run my donations. Queen Mother Garland. Cocoa Butter and Sea Moss Gold. And
The conflict would be classic, but it wouldn't last long, with Kevin Samuels unfortunately passing not too long after. The doc would show respect.
Any sisters who are suggesting that Kevin Samuels created this rift between black men and black women, they're being disingenuous.
While also pushing forth conspiracies.
He was very successful. He made a lot of money. He had enemies. And so I very much think that it is possible that black women who hated him or black men who were jealous of him could have potentially participated in a conspiracy that brought about his premature demise.
When it comes to Cap King, sometimes they can lose track of past takes. Upon further research in the past, he sounded just like Kevin Samuels.
You seen the average educated sister lately? Hold on, baby. Let me open up the door for you. I can open my own door.
Irony would have his way with Dr. Umar one evening when he would have a random encounter with one of his biggest opponents, a snow bunny.
You got it. You got it. Oh my God. Look at it.
The video will be passed around like a cold sore. The woman will become a temporary focus of the conscious sector. The race was on to find the woman's whereabouts for details. She would appear days later, making sure to look her best.
He wasn't at the food court, he was here. The Apple store is right there. He literally came in, and so he walked in and he was looking at my incense, and our incense are handmade, they're fresh. I came up to him, talked to him.
Wait, so pause. You're the girl that was in the video.
Yeah, I am the girl in the video.
You are not a white girl. Tell us, where are you from?
I'm Persian, actually. I'm not even white, but I guess, sure, whatever.
Out the court to succumb to a bunch of Negro peons who are not interested in liberty. They're not interested in freedom. They're not interested in emancipation. They're not interested in justice. They're just interested in a couple AdSense at the expense of another African.
Dr. Umar was on top of his game and maybe at the peak of his career with donations.
Donations. Donations. Donations.
Celebrity collabs.
What I'm here to talk about is the fact that this meme was going around saying that he had married Sukihana. Well, Dr. Umar took to Twitter to post this response. He said, "Y'all never let the truth get in the way of a good story. I guess she and I both missed our own wedding." So it's not true that Dr. Umar married Sukihana.
And ripping apart any opponents, questioning why his school isn't opening.
If you ain't building a school, you can't talk to me about our school, brothers and sisters.
Excuse after excuse on why the school isn't open yet. Even using a popular tactic saying the school hasn't opened because God said it wasn't ready.
And I think one of the reasons God delayed the opening of the school is I still had a lot of lessons I needed to learn.
Well, one of the lessons will probably be on how to handle donation money. At some point, God would change his mind about the school opening, and Dr. Umar was in for some horrific news.
If you have a problem with me repeating, get off my live because I'm going to block your silly ass. If you have a problem with me repeating, get off my live because I'm going to block your silly ass. This is my page, not yours. If you don't like it, get off.
Through the years, you can hear whispers that something with Dr. Umar's program just wasn't right. But soon, the whispers became screams. His public speaking events begin to turn into Jerry Springer-like moments.
How many books? They say the Negro entrepreneur. How many entrepreneurs? Who's that queen? I was with you last night. You wasn't with me last night. Look at my book. Look at my book. Look at my bag. Keep speaking, King. Keep speaking. The capital to realize your entrepreneurial dream. Somebody in here has an idea greater.
Even yours truly almost became a victim. agreeing to a $500 virtual interview, which quickly turned into $1,000. Luckily for me, I was ghosted.
Donations. Donations. Donations.
Things would begin to unravel rather quickly when a video went viral from a young lady whose entire demeanor favored Umar's. The lady would claim to be the Cat King's daughter.
My biological father is Dr. Umar.
With her, she brought forth a surprising message. The doctor, who spent a lot of time advising women on family doings, had absolutely no relationship with that of his own.
I tried to contact him about, getting to know my sister. I asked him if he knows her or if he has her number. He ignored me and never responded.
King Cap of Consciousness would respond.
Baby Smurf has my number. She is not blocked. She can text me anytime. She can call me anytime. She has a mother with a house. I have a cousin of mine who invited her to come and stay with her. Baby Smurf don't want a place to stay.
And we will find out that this situation is not only true with one baby mama, but two.
The evil vegan baby mama number 2. I gave her 2 weeks to get in touch with me. I messaged her through Instagram. I'm sure everybody in Philly told her.
The man who claimed that no black man should involve himself in a relationship with anyone outside of his race could not find one himself to do right by.
I'm 22 years old now. My dad has never been to anything important, no graduation, no birthday parties, nothing. He has not been in my life. Forget the relationship. I really don't care too much about that at this point. I just wanted a conversation out of you and you shut me down. You ignored me.
Upon her introduction to us, we would discover she was a 22-year-old who more than anything needed a father around.
You ain't want that second. This is my first fight. Y'all gotta let her have it. This is my first fight. First fight. First, that had me on the ground.
But he was unfortunately too busy worrying about
donations. Donations. Donations.
He was not an active father. He said it. He confirmed it. I can back this young lady up.
A woman that Dr. Umar tried to bag would confirm our suspicions.
I met him when I was 24 years old, and this is a recent picture. We just met in June of last year, and we did discuss his children along with a few other things. He's always going to his school in Wilmington, Delaware, because number one, he's being audited by the IRS a lot. When I first met him in 2022, he literally told me he was there because his accountant was caught stealing funds from the school. So he started commuting from Philadelphia to Wilmington, Delaware frequently, just so he could be at the school in case anybody shows up and asks why the school's not done. And I could tell that he was a playboy because he was very, very flirtatious, very. And also I noticed too, his personality is much different in person than it is online.
At least she also confirmed Ifan Tunde was all about business. Business before back shots.
On my life, when we left, I gave him a hug. He was like, He said, the women got to have booty. And I was like, what? He said, you got to have booty. And he was backing up from me. He said, He said, business before back shots. Business before back shots. I wish I was kidding.
Dr. Umar would suddenly appear defeatable, as the same demographic he chose to grift from would wake up and choose violence.
And I'm just going to quote what my 27-year-old said to me, who actually knows about you well. What he said was, Mum, why is it if he's talking about representing the black sisters and the black sisters, man, our brothers need to know who we are, and be dating the black sisters in the community or go and find them in every other race. He said, why is it that Dr. Umar, why does he have 3 children with 3 baby mothers? And if they're all black queens, why has he not taken one of those queens and made them his absolute queen and showed the black brothers that no matter what children you have, one of your mothers should be your permanent wife? That's what my son said to me.
That's powerful. I got a question.
Dr. Umar is a bot. And Dr. Umar got a daughter he didn't take care of.
who ain't took care of his kids can't say shit to the community. If you got a kid anywhere that feel neglected by you, it ain't too much you can come hoorah and say to white folks.
Suddenly, we need a resolution. Now us black men should stick together and fight to change the family court system, a problem that's been there but rarely mentioned by him until now.
This whole Mama Smurf, Baby Smurf, Lies and Revenge tour has inspired me to start a black man family court movement. Who with me? Who is getting sick and tired of being alienated from your children? What black men are sick and tired of paying child support and can't see your child? Where you at, black man?
His coveted school was also becoming a target of attacks. Someone ransacked the school, somehow eluding any security cameras around. Many would call Cap, claiming this was just another tactic to gain extra funds for the empty academy. Things were just getting dark for the doctor. One gloomy evening, an elder lady would come online agitated. Who knows, maybe by Sukahana.
He wasn't really my type, so I was like, I don't know where this is going to go. I was trying to get into it, but he was really like a sexual person, so we just kind of stayed on that level.
Believe it or not, he will pay a woman he met off of Instagram to watch his elder mother in home care.
He asked me basically if I wouldn't mind coming out to care for his mother.
Of course, while smashing on the side.
This is where the drug stuff come in, because when he came to the room, I don't know what the fuck he was on, Tasha, but he was crazy.
She would give details that would paint Umar in a much freakier light.
How was Umar in bed?
Umar in bed, so he's packing. He's got a little bit of length and he got a lot of girth. He's a chubby. So he doesn't have the rhythm. You know what I'm saying? There's not that rhythm. He said he can't dance. I believe him. Like there's no rhythm.
The grift, with no gratitude, would respond with the utmost disrespect.
Move on. You got paid. What's the problem? 3 throat goat sessions turned into a 2.5-year relationship with marriage, love, masturbation.
Seems the beautiful black queen was efficient enough to watch his elder mom, but lacked some essentials downstairs.
Talking about I ate out your fish tank. You have an aquarium down there. She has an aquarium down there with every creature in the ocean. She got squid, she got clams between her legs.
Comparing the woman's genitals to everything evil in the sea.
She got oysters, she got shrimps between her legs, she got salmon, whiting, tilapia, you name it, she got it. Squid, octopus, every funky creature is between them legs, brothers and sisters. She needs a yoni steam, a yoni dream, and a yoni clean.
The Prince of Panhandling would make an announcement that would almost end an era of triple affirmations.
Dr. Umar has access to no money right now because my personal account contains all of my money. I only send it to Apple, but right now I don't have any money because my account was frozen by my bank because someone has been trying to hack into my account, hack into FDMG Academy account. So the FDMG Academy account is frozen. My personal account is also frozen. That means we're going to lapse on our utility bills. We're going to lapse on our internet bill. We're going to lapse on a lot of our bills at FDMG.
The rumors will prove to be true.
Y'all, the inevitable has happened. The inevitable has happened. Okay, listen, it's been 10 years of begging for donations for a school that never was. I don't know. It's hard to keep up. The story just keeps changing. But Dr. Umar Johnson, y'all, he about to lose it all to an auction.
The FDMG school would be scheduled for auction if he did not raise tens of thousands of dollars of past due fees, a drop in the bucket of the over $1.7 million of donations collected over a decade.
On August the 5th, the city of Wilmington, Delaware, took out a lien to auction off the campus we bought, the campus we've been working on for 6.5 years. I was not notified of this.
Taking a deeper look, fees accumulated on the academy due to no classes ever being in session.
Umar Johnson owes the feds around $40,000 in penalties and is probably going to lose that school. It's also why he's asking you guys for so much money every single day. See, if you go to courtconnects.gov and then put in 2 case numbers, you're going to find 2 very, very ridiculous citations stating that on one building they owe $17,810.77, and on the other they owe $20,577.45. But here's the really big kicker. But if you take a look above my head, you'll see that you receive a new financial penalty every year that this building is vacant. Now, I'm going to ask you, if it stops at $5,000 at 10 years of vacancy, but he owes collectively around $30,000 between both buildings in those vacant registration fees, did Umar Johnson ever buy this building, or did he just slap his name on it?
He will blame the entire ordeal on white folks.
Plan. No problem, we could have got a payment plan. But instead of responding to me the first week of April, they ignore us for 4 months and put a sign on our door this past weekend saying we're going to sell these schools if you don't pay our money.
Black social media will be in an uproar. Almost every op Umar had would say, "I told you so."
The Prince of Pan Pizza, as I called him. And I'm not here to roast him. I'm not gonna roast like I used to do back in the day. I used to roast very hard on Umar. I used to call him the Prince of Pot Pies, the Prince of Pepper Steaks, the Prince of Peach Cobbler. I'm not going to do that.
Umar went into this whole thing about they're going to take the school and they didn't tell us nothing about it and they're trying to get everybody trying to get us now. Dr. Boyce Watkins told us a long time ago what the con is.
Impressively, the Cap King would not give up on the hustle, going straight to the demographic that got him where he is, the sisters, auctioning himself off for dinner dates, simply pimping himself.
Got a new program coming out for the ladies. It's called Lunch with the Doctor. It's called Lunch with the Doctor. You make a $500 donation to FDMG Academy, ladies. $500 donation to FDMG Academy, and you get a free lunch with Dr. Umar, restaurant of your choice in the state of Wilmington, Delaware.
Well, Umar was up here talking about, ladies, I got something called a date with the doctor. I got something called a date with the doctor. A date with the doctor.
This would open the door to all type of accusations which may or may not have some credence to it, such as Dr. Umar having 4 a.m. lies with the mannerisms of a crackhead.
Well, this is Umar High right here. Watch this. This is a crazy one. Watch this.
Peace and black power, peace and black power. Facebook ain't let me go live tonight. Let me see.
Yeah.
Facebook ain't let me go.
That's the post-nasal drip.
At the school. I'm at your school, FDMG.
And he doesn't spit it out. He just swallows it because he has this issue when he's high.
King Infatunde or something like that, he will be down bad. But when in the shadows, snakes recover and shed their skin for a new one. This may be the case for him, with Mark Lamont proclaiming that the school has been saved.
According to my sources, and these are internet sources, fairly reliable one, but based on the sources I've seen in the documents they provided, it seems that Dr. Umar has entered a payment plan with the state of Delaware. It seems that his school is no longer on the auction list, and it seems that FDMG lives another day.
Somehow, some way, preserving Umar's vision once again. But the question will be, if the school ever opens, who, if anyone, would involve their kid in such ratchetness? One thing's for sure, he'll find a way to turn it into more donations as well as his own personal dating pool, hypnotizing the community with his triple slogans and comedic takes that of course come with a fee, making himself one of the pillars of Pan-Africanism as well as the king cap of consciousness. Thank you for watching this documentary. Make sure to check out my other ones, including the one I did on the game, the Cap of Compton. Well, anyways, you know how we like to end our videos over here at Moxie Approved, right? With that water. I'll see you here next time on Moxie Approved. Add me on X, IG, and TikTok to watch this and other documentaries, unfiltered, uncut, and raw. Please support and join my Patreon. Link in the description.